What's up, my peeps? It's Cynthia, aka C Flow, and welcome to my channel. So I'm back. I was under the weather for the past few weeks. No, it was not the vid, praise the Lord, but I am back and feeling much better. Before we get started, I would ask that you please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and let some other folks know about this new channel, my little channel. So today we're going to talk about Married at First Sight season 15. I'm not going to recap every single thing that happened in these past 3 weeks since I was out, but I kind of want to recap and kind of highlight some moments and talk about where I think these couples are and whether or not they're going to make it. So let's go for it. Morgan and Ben. They are both not ready for marriage. Let's just put it that way, because Morgan holds grudges. She doesn't know how to communicate well. Ben obviously doesn't know how to communicate in a relationship, especially because he's running a Justin, telling their business or talking ish, as Morgan puts it. And Morgan, with the whole holding the grudges for a long time, not allowing Ben to speak or listen to what he has to say because she's all about her and how her feelings are. And then he's apologized several times, but I think he's apologizing too much because she thinks that the apologies are insincere. I also think that Morgan seems kind of vindictive. For instance, so we know that she moved out because of the last situation that she heard about Justin not Justin, Ben talking to Justin about their business, right? They met up with Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper, gave them the what for, right? I know that's an old term, child. And gave them an assignment, which she gave that assignment to pretty much all the couples, but to write a letter to your younger self. Morgan shows up at the house. Ben reads his letter about his younger self. She appears to be listening to his letter, and then all of a sudden she's like, I don't feel comfortable reading mine because I don't trust you. And then she walks out. Like, why'd you even come? You already knew that you didn't trust him, right? You already knew that you didn't feel comfortable talking to him or telling him things. So why did you even show up? Just kind of vindictive. You know what I mean? Let's see. The other thing was Ben, in my opinion, seems very immature. Okay. He does not seem to have confidence in himself, especially when he speaks, and he doesn't demand to be heard. Now, that could be just a personality thing because he's a nice guy. But I mean, sometimes you got to get a little buck, to get your point across, especially with someone like Morgan, because she kind of takes over. She's a bully, so to speak. Like I said, he needs to be more confident and more demanding and firm with Morgan, because they just don't communicate effectively. I don't really think Dr. Pepper emphasized the point that they need to learn to communicate. Maybe they did. They can only show so much on the TV, on the episode. So I don't know, but clearly with 2 weeks left, they're not going to make it. Now I know Morgan feels like she's going to try and make it work, but she ain't. That's all I got to say about that. Nate and Stacia. Okay, so I'm not sure that I would have gotten a tattoo with our wedding date in Roman numerals this soon in the marriage. I'm just saying. But hey, I guess that's their way of showing that they are committed. So more power to them. I don't have much to say about them because they seem to really be making things work. They consummated their marriage. They act like a married couple. They act like they're in love. I still feel though that Nate knows that he hit a lick. Okay, he hit a lick, and I feel like he's still not trustworthy. There's just something in the back of my mind, intuition. I hope he proves me wrong, but that's how I feel. So I feel that they have a 50-50 chance. Only because I still don't think Nate is being as transparent and open as Stacia would like. But they seem to be getting along pretty well. So 50-50. Next, let's talk about Kristen and Mitch. Child. You could tell that, and she admitted it in, I think, the last episode, that she has lost herself. She wants to be married so darn bad. And she wants it to work so bad that she loses herself and her voice, right? Um, and she knows that's not a good thing, which I'm glad she acknowledges it. Um, something else I wanted to say about her losing herself. Yeah, because you're not going to be happy. That's like it's like you're not being yourself. That's not cool. But I'm puzzled that she's in that state because when um he told her that he wasn't into her, she was very stern and I know I'm a catch and all this other stuff, but I'm like, where's all that energy now when you're just giving in to everything that he has? Mitch is just an awkward person and he knows he is. He's just awkward. And he can be a little bit brazen with his comments. And he needs to work on his delivery. And it may be, I hate to say it may be too late because he is in his 40s and sometimes it's hard to change. When you get older. Nate needs, not Nate, Mitch also, I hope I said Mitch the last time. Mitch also needs to understand that not everyone thinks the way that he does or feels the way that he does, right? So the fact that he was judgmental on her goal of flipping houses just totally was out of pocket. So you may think that you're making money and profit of displacing people and all this other BS that he was talking about. um you should be supporting your wife if that's what she wants to do and not be judgmental. So yeah, he needs to chill out with that. Another example of him saying some off color, I guess he said some kind of off color joke while they were having the sex, the intimacy, right? I would love to know what that was. But again, it was so bad that she did not even want to talk about it and doesn't even want to have sex with him anymore. So I mean, what did he say? Did he say, "Oh, I like your flabby butt"? I mean, like, what what could he have said that allowed it to get to that point where she don't even want to have sex with him anymore? That's like, what the hell did you say? Um, that's another thing. So Dr. Pia, who's new to the show, gave them a game to talk about who their hero or heroine is. And, you know, Kristen was real sincere about how her mom was her heroine. And he just like jumps in and says, I, I don't know exactly what he said, but he was kind of questioning, is she really a hero, as if to say your mom doesn't constitute as being a heroine. I don't know, that just kind of says he's just questioning everything in a way to say that, isn't it, I think he said something about, isn't that, but that, did you feel that way when you were a kid, because that's what the assignment was. And you could tell that Kristen was clearly upset, which I don't blame her. Kristen also needs to realize that if she wants this to work, that she probably needs to accept Mitch the way that he is. However, work with him and let him know when he's being a Mitch. Place the M with B, okay? And that he needs to work on his delivery, and she needs to not lose herself again. I personally don't think they're going to make it, because between his nastiness, right, when we saw his house and how he was living, and his judgmental nature, and the fact that he thinks that everyone needs to think as an environmentalist like himself, and that he judges you if you're not, is not a good thing. So I don't think they're going to make it. Alexis and Justin, they ain't going to make it. I'm just saying right now, they not going to make it, because again, I think these are two people who are not ready for marriage. Alexis is always walking out on disagreements, and I know it's out of frustration. I also think it's an ego thing, because she doesn't like to feel vulnerable or sensitive. And I get it. She was saying that's how she grew up. That's how she saw her mom. But when you're in a relationship, you need to be vulnerable, right? You need to be totally vulnerable, and feel like you trust your partner with your vulnerability. It's good to walk away sometimes, especially if you're in a heated argument. That's my opinion and my experience, because sometimes I had to walk away, child. But come back and face the issues, but just talk in a more productive manner. And I don't think they're there all the time. They're not there to be able to communicate that way. Justin needs a backbone, okay? He is too much of a pleaser, and I think he will never be able to please Alexis at all. I felt really bad that he had to leave his dog at the farm, but at least the dog is free and not caged up, so we think, right? At this farm, working at the farm. But if they're saying that that's just how his dog's demeanor is, and that she's just going to be aggressive to other dogs. I mean, like I said, it's sad. I have a dog. I'm a dog owner, as you've heard her bark on some of these videos. But I just felt really bad for him. I kind of teared up a little bit because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I would do. But my baby ain't like that, so I don't have to even worry about that. And then the other thing, I believe that Alexis has checked out. The fact that you want to hang out with your friends every single weekend, right? Yes, you say it's for a couple of hours and it's one day out of the weekend, but that's not cool. Like, of course, you're going to spend time with your friends. I do that. I spend time with my friends, but it's not every weekend. You and your boo need to be doing something. Go on a little vacation, have a little picnic at the house. Like, you could just tell that. I think, in my opinion, I think at this point she is checked out, and it's causing contention in their relationship right now. She keeps saying that she can't see herself being with someone 24/7. Girl, then why did you get married? Right? Married, you gonna see this person for the most part 24/7. I mean, minus work, going to work or whatever. But you're gonna see this person every freaking day. Okay. That's what marriage and a relationship is about. So that kind of circles back to me saying that they're both not ready, because he doesn't know how to communicate effectively either. And then it was really hurtful that she basically said, when Dr. Pia was there, that she's not sure she wants to be married to him. But my thing is, I don't think she's just ready to be married, period. Let's see. Yeah, so Dr. Pia brings up intimacy, and Alexis just kind of gets, I don't want to say offended, but out of pocket, and was like, she don't want to talk about that. She shuts down. What did she say? She said, yeah, she feels like both Dr. Pia and Justin are dismissing her feelings, and she just pretty much checked out at that point, which I'm trying to understand. Just because they brought intimacy up, what do you mean by that? I don't get it. Again, she's not ready. And like I said before, they're not gonna make it because old girl is checked out. Justin's trying because he's a pleaser and he wants to be married bad, like Kristen, because she wants to be married bad, but they're not gonna make it. You let me know in the comments who you think is gonna make it and who's not. Lastly, Lindy and Miguel. I really don't have much to say because they seem very happy now that she got the health insurance. She got that health insurance. She happy now, man. They seem to be getting along. As long as she doesn't get stressed out about something. That's the only thing I'm concerned about. Miguel needs to know how to handle her when she gets stressed or have outbursts like she did about the health insurance thing. I feel like he would be able to work on that. I hope so, because I think they're a cute couple. I love the fact that they, here's my phone. I love the fact that they make each other laugh and joke and have fun. That's what you want to do when you're in a relationship. Let me turn this down. Because I think it's cute. He's always making her laugh, and I just think it's the cutest thing. The fake baby experiment was so cute, I thought. Miguel seems like he would be a good father. I mean, he was taking better care of that baby than she was. I mean, he up in the middle of the night trying to keep the baby quiet and all that stuff was really good. And I think they will make it as long as Miguel knows how to handle her little outbursts and her little I'm stressed and um worrisome personality, for lack of a better word. I think they will make it. So what's that? Two couples? Two couples, I think that no, two and a half couples, I think will make it, right? Because I said 50-50 with Stacia and Nate. Yeah. But that's it. I'm back. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. And until next time, peace.